Supplying that pressure, Fallen the first point of contact here with the USP. It's labored, but he does find that headshot eventually, even maybe getting a reload off. This is looking quite good for Fallen. KNG able to provide an additional helping hand there to take down Sunny, and outside is under lock and key for the Brazilians.
But look at this, Sergey sneaking through ramp room unspotted, but he does get traded out pretty efficiently if we're fair about it. Only getting that one kill, that's not going to be enough to bring this one back over to their side as Taco and KNG finish things off.
Yeah, it feels really good now for sure. And there's no smoke to coming across, and KNG's pretty happy to take the fight, but you can shoot through that. And indeed, he's going to get taken down eventually, but Fallen is doing great work with the scout. He is someone that is so well known for scout shenanigans, and Fur holds down hard as well. It looks like ENCE are struggling to get the response that they needed in this round.
Alu here trying to pave way towards outside, but Fallen's got that scout, and again, he is so deadly with this weapon. He's the classic guy you think about when you think about scouting, and there he is again, the OG scout master. What can he really do? He doesn't have bomb, but it's not long for this world, is he? For finding that one 3-0 start for the Brazilians.
There could be two things for them to do at this point. They either go down to secret, or this is all a fake. And KNG is about to find out it's not a fake, and the peek, there's the swing. KNG falls back, there's the incendiary. They cannot trade that frag.
He at least has this angle somewhat covered, though there is still players jumping above him that he may not realize just yet. It's going to be X7 and Alu now. He might be hearing the pitter-patter of footsteps on metal, and there you see it. Mayern is certainly prepared for this very attack, but he still doesn't land the shot, and it starts opening up this upper side. But Fur, he's certainly up for it. He's found 3 already. That might be just enough. With the help of Taco, they get the job done. The 5-0 start for Made in Brazil.
What ENCE have available to them, it's basically 2 options, but we've got a faster one on our hands. Here's the spray through the door. Not going to land too much, but enough here to really weaken 3 players. For finishing off 1, they know that down the vents is being exposed as Fallen drops down to try to chase, but ENCE, it's really on them to make the next move here. As Taco anticipates that push that surely must be coming from Rap at some point. Oh, he's so good, isn't he? Taco knows everything.
Yeah, it's really tough when you keep suffering the opening blow. I mean, it seems like every round lately, Made in Brazil has gotten the opening kill of that very round.
Oh, no.
And there you see Fallen finding Alu. That's a tough one. That's really starting to crush all the remaining options for ENCE. But Ariel does at least find a pick here towards ramp room. It gives them some hope, but they're still so far behind.
He's repositioned to a very good angle, and that is why he gets some damage. It falls back safely. Flashbang goes out. He wants to peek with the flash. It's a big play. It doesn't work. In fact, maybe Fallen would have wanted to try to delay here because he committed himself, and that's given a chance to ENCE. Here come the CTs now working from both control and decontamination, making their way forward. Sunny swinging on the side of the smoke up to Ariel now. They've fashioned a 1v1 out of this, which is quite crazy. There's the molly. Oh no, Ariel straight past it, and he's gonna nail it. Great stuff there from Ariel. Forces his way past the Molotov.
Full buy here still for both teams, though it is a bit limited for ENCE. They do have X7 on a Galil. Also an SMG and a FAMAS in play for Made in Brazil, so... Oh my goodness, that's almost a danger there for Taco, but he does escape away from it all. Able to even stand firm with the M4. There's going to be 3 kills from Taco, and KNG also chiming in with an op kill. Leaves it all to Sunny. A nice shot on the Taco, but still not long for this world, you'd have to imagine.
What a sick hold from Taco. That's so insane. And Mayern will finish things off for him.
And they're off to a hot start. ENCE's pick is starting to backfire a bit. Fallen now up close, trying to avoid all the utility, trying to stay alive and buy time. KNG in the meantime. Yeah, this is awkward. Like, if he could have got that kill, it's all good, but now he's in a tough spot. But luckily, KNG has been handling things quite nicely elsewhere with the AWP. But Alu does get through, gets that kill, gets the AWP, and Ariel pitches in also, and now we're all even.
What a timing there on the Fallen. ENCE will get that upper bomb site under control. So MIBR has just been completely outpositioned here. There may not be nothing to do but save their guns at this point. Oh dear, that's a great opening. I was about to say it's beginning to look more promising for ENCE, but that's certainly a good way to start the round. They have an aggressive outside take, so this is actually a problem for... Oh, I was about to say a problem for ENCE, but Alu does actually catch KNG as he backs away. And now Fallen's playing mini, and he's a little bit worried about Squeaky as well. This is a very scary position. He tries to play the advantage of his angle, and it's going to work out beautifully well. 2 quick kills for Fallen, and now it's a 2v4. ENCE looked set up for greatness there, but Fallen shuts it down.
Yeah, big individual play there from Fallen, no question. And now Fur might be the final nail in the coffin of this round for the Finns. Indeed, it will be the backstab.
It just seems so difficult for ENCE to gain traction. So they don't seem to be able to find that momentum. They're going for another fast play down the vent. Again, it's been fairly effective in some of these rounds. Getting three players that will be able to very quickly dart their way down the vent position. And there is no CT presence on the lower bomb side. They have completely outpositioned MIBR. You can see KNG will hold this position, but there's still so much early utility that can be used to shut down these choke points that KNG has only been opened up to this left eye peak. This is the worst peak of the two. That's why the right side's been smoked. And you want to leave this one open and molly it. We'll get a smoke there. They're swimming in utility, so they're going to shut down any possibility. There's two players that need to make their way across to the side. They can't quite get there.
Time is ticking is the really big problem, even though it's like one of those weird post-plant 5-on-5s. The CTs are just not getting the space they need. Now they're starting to press forward. They need to find these kills quickly. Again, back and forth the round goes, leaving it into a 3-on-2 when it's all said and done. And very quickly, Sergey stamps things out. So 9-4 is the scoreline. Now, again, we're seeing quick outside take from KNG. He's here so fast, they do not expect it. He's only good for one, though. Great conversion from ENCE on what could have been a very precarious situation. There's a team killing all of it, but they still do have a 3-on-2, but low health on a couple of their players, but it may not matter as the kills come in anyhow. 10-5 is how the half closes.
It's a very quiet, passive dance at the moment from both teams. And they don't have to do anything here, but hold their positions and just respond, and respond they will. Aerial, nice first headshot, looking to follow things up though. Will be traded immediately. Great spacing from MIBR as they begin to crunch the upper bomb site. And Sergey scope for the chase here, but he's on the reload, blocking his teammate. Very awkward, but still somehow also flawless. So, you know, we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. Looking for some faster pressure there. Looking to get ahead of it with these SMGs. Very fast movement. It's working out for MIBR as they get some trades into the bomb site. Ali running through the flames. Oh my goodness, he can't quite follow up very quickly. And that will be the end of him. KNG swings through for the trade as well, back into the lobby position. Yeah, there's not really all that much in the way of good options for Sunny, and he recognizes this as he ambles his way back out of the vent position towards a safe. And they get to slow things down now a little bit. They still have that Mac 10 in hand on Fallen, so that gives him a lot of aggressive options. And, well, KNG's going to go down, it seems. Unfortunate.
Seems like it's going to live and die by this play right here, right now. And actually, Alu steps even further forward, Dan. He's looking to go for plays, not just hold the angle. Maybe he's going to catch a timing as well, catching someone trying to run back. The bomb has been tossed down as well because of that action. Finds Mayor, and also limited firepower for ENCE. There's just 2 safe rifles, but they're having enough impact, it seems.
And he goes for with Taco. Can they cobble something together? Looks like they will be completely denied there. Great headshot from Sergey, and he will finish it off with a deagle as well. But ENCE are playing really tentatively too. They're just doing that really very classic passive CT setup on the...
Well, if you're Sunny and you have an SG and you know they don't have smokes to cross, that's actually the perfect thing to do, is just to sit there long range with it and force them to try to dry peek that area. X7 poking and prodding at radio is going to find the kill. KNG quick to trade. That nade, though, is going to do severe damage, especially the Fallen. He's down to 26 HP. That's not a lot to work with.
It's interesting, though, because he went for the aggression dust, but at that point, MIBR didn't really have a way to get in anywhere. So ENCE kind of gave him an option to push towards a ramp. Question is what they can do with that, though.
So there definitely is still a good chance they're going to pull this one off, but time is ticking, and they haven't really made any headway just yet. Things are starting to get a little bit scary, you have to feel. KNG spotting out a couple of these players towards the control side. They are pitching in, getting some kills, and it's all falling apart. It's all on Sergey. And he's being held off, and time will actually win the round when it's all said and done, and he won't be able to escape. Maybe it's close, but he does get away, but it's still the victory for Made in Brazil.
To potentially start climbing again. And here it comes the pressure to the upper bomb site. I love these mollies. It already creates a lot of problems for the site anchor. However, there's no push. Just baiting out that counter utility. You can see a detail here from MIBR.
Yeah. They definitely seem to be orchestrating things quite nicely. They're very neat and tidy with all the ways they're approaching things. Definitely the more organized team thus far in this game. Great pick to get early on to get that quick 5-on-4. Now they'll just waltz into a free upper bomb site save for Sergey, who's standing firm for one, but that's not going to be enough as this bomb does make its way in. Alu does get a parting shot there on his way out of heaven, and now X7 on the flank through lobby actually makes this interesting all of a sudden. It's back into a 2v2, back to a winnable scenario. Time running low.
Yeah, that was a great kill. That really does change things. And they will make their final push here to try to save the round, and it's going to work out. Alu picks it up for that. So, I mean, that position is to kind of counter if the T's throw the deep stairs molly. You'll be safe in Sunny's position and perhaps not checked for, and you can get a massive, massive multi-kill from that position. So Sunny is very dangerous if MIBR do continue to press outside, but it looks like they are working wraps now. What a pick from Taco. He knows those positions so well as he anchors that on the CT side, and that really pays off, that extra knowledge.
Absolutely. It's fighting against the set that they have not won any rounds in a row this half thus far. Now they have to do way more than that just to try to survive the map, but it's starting to pile on as Fur finds Sunny between the eyes there to get this into a 5 versus 3. Taco may be low on health, but Made in Brazil still packing a wallop right now with all their players still standing and so much map underneath their control, and it might even get worse with this. No, Alu able to at least get one back, but still so many more tasks they must complete to get back into the round.
He can work with his teammate, but it doesn't really look like there is anything that they want to entertain here. They both will back away and save the guns instead. Get some information. Now the smoke's come down. Sunny wanting to delay things with the incendiary, and that will allow him to now rotate and have time if they do go quickly, but they're not going too fast. Ali will spot one more outside. Oh god, it's getting so close. I don't know if there will be time here. They're against the clock more so than they're against ENCE at this point. The kills will start to come through there for ENCE as they start to desperately push. Very key position here for Sergey. Unable to stop the plant from happening though, and he'll be taken down as the rotation's caught by Fallen. Great spray! Now there's a couple lurkers towards that Ivy position, but the main brunt of the attack, the main attack is coming through to that B bomb site. And Ali's going to spot the initial dart across there. Sergey is going to take Mayen's head off. And you know what? MIBR call the abort. They're going to wrap it back around towards the ladder room, combine with the Ivy players to snap onto that A-bomb site.
What are they going to be able to find, though, is the real question. X7 and company are still here left to defend this site, and they're getting a rotation out as well to the back halls. KNG, though, so far able to deal with that rotation through the back side. Alu and Sunny now chiming in, putting a stop to this round very quickly. A very dominant performance here from the Finns on the pistol. That is one of the pitfalls of playing the slower style. If you're not finding picks early or getting like an early advantage, it causes you to get bogged down to a 5-on-5 where everything kind of at a standstill. No one's really moved very much. But they do get that kill onto ladder room thanks to Taco coming over from the inner hall. So now they can start swinging into this outer bomb site, using the utility to keep pushing forward and more forward. KNG also finding a kill, and they might just get this bomb plant in time. Indeed, they should. There it is. Inner set piece here from Made in Brazil. Plenty of utility to work with to get their way in. Just the one player up close to deal with, and he's been blinded out and taken care of with ease. Still is a 1 CT left here in the site that they'll have to clear out. They've already caught Ariel on the backstab. And everything's going swimmingly for Made in Brazil. A very efficient anti-eco. That has to be said. Even trying to farm some cash with this SMG from Fur. He's already gotten 2 kills with the MAC-10, so it's more than paid for itself already. Trying to see if he can't get a bit more.
It seems like MIBR have a way better grasp of how to make their own T-side click.
Yeah.
So the work that they've been doing is very apparent, but hold that thought for a moment. The flashbangs come through to get themselves towards E-Box. KNG gets the initial trade. They're out there looking to frag, but it is ENCE holding things down for the time being. Fallen has to save it. He's the only person with health or position at this point, and he is now the only man standing against 4. The in-game leader looking to lead by example, as all eyes are on him, as everybody waits, staring at the death cam. Fallen is the one who still is out there trying to do some damage to the economy of ENCE. That's really like a kill or two is perhaps his best case that he can hope for. See if they give him any edges. Absolutely not. Ali holds the angle, and ENCE pick up another round. And when that first AWP appears, you don't know when that's going to be. It's probably going to catch you out. And that's kind of the point of it, I think, in many cases. And X7 goes really aggressive. He's been absolutely murdered by Mayen.
That seemed really ill-advised, Dan.
Oh my god.
I don't know about all that. I'm not sure about that one.
Well, this is the wrong round, I think, for that play to be called. That's unfortunate.
I can't believe he committed even through the fire. Like, I mean, that was...
After this B play, it's a pretty good setup. They got a committed player on the bomb site. That is going to be Sunny by the coils, by the cogs. He's going to have to do a lot here. Sergey there with assistance. Great damage from the M4. He's still alive and kicking, as is Sunny. He will get traded eventually, but he's done his job. Just 2 players left. He has to force the bomb plant. Sergey, does he go forwards? He's going to wait for his teammates. That bomb's been planted. Taco, 1 versus 3 on his hands. It's going to be a very tough situation to try to recover from. They know exactly where he is. There's only one way out of this situation, and it's headshots. Taco can't get the first one, and that will be the round for ENCE. Here we go, faster play. Only one man playing B, but he's very far back. It's Sergey. He will not be able to stop the bomb plant. Spoilers. He'll be able to take position around oil to try to protect some position in this yard, but you can see that Fur's already up there underneath connector, and it's been smoked off. That means Sergey has a lot to do here. He'll get traded out by Fur, and that might be it. That might be game over.
Yep.
They can't get back into the bomb site.
This is like the dream scenario on Inter Execute. Is Fur getting this deep towards Z, but while the bomb gets planted, getting so much space denied to ENCE. Now they have no footing to go for this retake as quickly as they would like to, but they still find a way to break through anyhow. Aerial doubles up right there. MIBR able to respond and keep it even at a 3-on-3, but ENCE still do have the health advantage as they start pressing their way forward. They also might be able to use their utility to their advantage in the kit. 7 is able to find Taco Sunny onto MIBR, and there you have it. ENCE actually still pulled that off. And he is going to very quickly hop out into Olaf, trying to run down, but Alu was waiting for that play. Actually does tag him, tries to finish it off with the nade. It misses, but he gets the op shot as a parting gift. But a couple of kills coming from Made in Brazil in the process, and they actually have a pretty big advantage because of it.
Oh my god, he
that's
gets a
so
headshot.
crazy.
That doesn't make any sense, to be honest. I think that's a crime. Put that man in prison. And now it's just Sergey left. It's going to have to be... Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, ENCE has still some work to do to try to get this into a third map. At least they do have the edge coming into the second half, thanks to a nice little comeback there in the first half on their CT side. And they've done a lot of damage already early into this one. A couple of players are very, very low on health right now, and they're starting to get those entries they need over towards the center bomb site, as well as outer. They're pressuring both sides at the same time very effectively. Bomb will be recollected there by Alu. 3-on-2 now. They have full control of the inner bomb site.
Oh, nicely done. Fallen picks up one. It's a very, very labored fight. They have no idea about Aerial, actually, coming in from the flank. Oh, gets caught out off guard, but still lands the headshot with the Glock, and it's going to be another round for ENCE. They picked up both pistols, actually, a smoke grenade as well. So this could be quite dangerous. We'll see if MIBR can offer anything up here. Oh, dear, that is not the start that ENCE wanted. MIBR nails Aerial. Yeah.
In Brazil, disciplined, is staying back. And they're pushed ladder, and they have a lot of presence towards inner site.
Normally, a T side will go B in these scenarios. That's like very commonly what you'll do, because you don't have to worry about a lot of positions. You can just get onto a plant quickly. But they try to take ladder room, and they'll get absolutely annihilated by the Deagle of Fur. The HE might finish him off. In fact, it did no damage, I think, even though it landed right behind him. There you go, Counter-Strike HEs. But men will go down on the bomb site. But again, the bomb is still on the ground at ladder room, and Sunny, he can't make his way for it either. And the Deagles, they win the round.
As Sergey's usually the inner guy, and it's a boost that actually comes out and takes out Alu, so that's another problem to add to all that.
Oh no, and Sunny's going to have to go back there, it seems. Taco playing very close.
Yep, and the ops support him from the backside as well. And Taco does go down, though, with no kills to his name to show for it. But again, KNG had rotated already with the op, and he's able to find a kill. Keeps it an advantage for Made in Brazil. This bomb is now finally getting planted, but it's coming at a cost of a lot of damage to these players thanks to that HE grenade. And Fur is wise to this flank at T-Con.
That's a huge bit of information, isn't it? They know where the other two players are, I think. So this is a huge problem. They're going to start moving forward. Fur going for that flank, but oh, beautiful. They were starting to worry about Fur. They just heard him stepping, and that was all that was needed, because then all the T's on the site start turning around to Fur, leaving their backs exposed to Fur's teammates. And Sunny, he's just been left out in the cold here.
The clock is ticking. They need to make a decision here quickly. They're going to try to go once again towards ladder. First shut them down last time. This time, a great timing on that flash will get them the control they need.
And Fallen has to pull back, but there's May at close range. He picks up one, but Fallen goes down when he tries to reposition. The timing impeccable from ENCE. And now it's down to Taco and KNG on the rotation. Oh, he found actually the delay. That's actually pretty huge. There was some damage done, though, and KNG, in that distraction, creeps forwards. He might find an opening, finds the shoulder. Oh, it's not quick enough, but he is still alive. He is still kicking, and there is still time to try to find a defuse on this bomb, but he has to bait these players into the open. Alu there whiffs the shot. KNG, he needs to hit the shot of his life to take down one of these players, as they're not going to give him anything. There's the peek, it's a double peek, it's another whiff, and that just can't happen. It's looking dead now for KNG. He might be able to escape with the orb if he's lucky, and looks like he'll be lucky this time.
No harm, no foul on that, though.
He might be thinking to maybe catch a second player that might try to peek as the first player baits the shot. That's sometimes what the teams do, but it will be a trade towards ladder room.
ENCE is not going to be prepared for, and there it is. Gets the kill, gets the bomb down, still alive, still holding on. Might be able to even find more and need a second taken care of by Taco. What a play by him to get the advantage for Made in Brazil.
That's such a dirty play from Taco. It's a one-and-done spot. He gets 2 from it. And now there's been enough time for his teammates to get in position, to get out of connector. And you can see ENCE will be stuck around the bomb train. KNG, oh no, it's X7. What a fantastic shot. Finding Fallen there. Now KNG will creep forwards. ENCE looking pretty good here to maybe convert this one. It's X7. Oh no, the timing. Poor X7. Couldn't have been worse on that timing. Alu now is up to him. Coming in from this upper position. A whiff from KNG. That gives Alu a chance here. He's going to pull out the knife here, going for the shot. Beautiful. Alu knows how to close it out.
Yeah, damage exchanged for both sides, but no one's really found a foothold just yet in the round. Fallen, though, spotting T's dropping around T-Con and does dispatch of Alu. Nice headshot there from him, doing the extra damage. Now the first assistant towards Ivy. Misses, but still alive. Still buying time, still holding his ground, and there's another one onto Aerial. Again, Fallen known for how he handles the pressure of being closed on. When his back's against the wall, he can deliver, and he's going to continue to do so with KNG's assistance as well, leaving Sunny all by his lonesome.
That is what he does. That is who he is from that position. A power player, and KNG is going to jump across the angle. He was the guy who had HP. Fallen and Taco don't have almost any to their name, and there is some time here for Sunny to try to work them out, but they know where he is. There's only 2 potential avenues that he can now emerge from, and this is one of those 2. And Fallen's on that position. Who better to close the round down with 1 single point of health?
Thank you. Production said I pronounced it right. That's
yeah.
Thank you.
And he goes to push straight into the outer bomb side once again, trying to capitalize on the chaos, and Fallen up on top of the train. And I think he actually connected that indeed. Sergey down to 4 HP. And now Fallen will slither away back towards the hell position. And Taco's now made his presence known. He's the only one standing. He's got to win this fight to try to gain access to the A site. He's able to creep through, or maybe not actually. After I say that, he will get taken out by Aerial.
CT's playing passive over towards Ivy and Bomb Train, but Fallen does have that AWP. Gonna be hard to deal with him, and he's already gonna find one.
It's a good shot. Fur sitting by Sandwich. No one's found him. He gets another one. That is a huge problem. They'll eventually take down Fallen, and Sunny does find Fur as well. That is a miracle. It feels like there's a chance they're still in this one. Sergey, 10 seconds left that bomb. I don't think he's gonna have time to plant this one. He now doesn't have any time at all. He's trying to wrap around the red train, but it's not going to happen. He's just going to have to get out of there, hold on to the weapon, and it looks like MIBR will pick it up.
That's going to prompt him to pull out the incendiary to try to slow down this push a little bit so he can focus his aim over towards ladder, try to keep all angles covered as best as possible with these 3 players. And Fur taking care of things over at Ivy. A couple of big kills there from him. Aerial is able to trade it back and was looking for Fallen as well there for a moment. Sergey, in the meantime, has found a way to flex himself into outside. He finds the kill also, but only one. Fallen quickly trades him back, and now it's all on Aerial, running out of time and out of health, it might seem, as there's 2 CTs left against him. Tried his damnedest, but it's just not enough in Made in Brazil. Series point now in front of them. And you have to respect this from Made in Brazil. They have to kind of do things like this to try to fight their way back in the round, and it might just work out. Taco, though, being spotted by Aerial. It's going to clear out the inner bomb side. It's wide open now. No one's here left defending.
That an unexpected angle with the orb to get that early 5v4, but they don't get it. Nor did Alu, because Alu got a chance too. So, oh, there's the totem pole drop. And Ferg dies again. He's not having success against that.
No, indeed he's not. He's lost it more often than he's won battles there, that's for sure. That's really helped out ENCE on a couple of different occasions. It could be yet the same story in this round. Mayern also just gets caught on a bad timing. He was caught between 2 mines, and Aerial is going to sniff him out. It's all on Fallen, Taco, and KNG now against 5 ENCE members, most of which are now pressing into his inner sight. Taco left alone with the Deagle, trying his best to buy time, find kills where he can, but no one's really giving him a look. In the meantime, Fallen's been trading out with KNG, Alu with another kill, and it's not looking good. It's looking like OT.
Fallen's still alive though with the orb, and he's making his way in. No support. Just a man and an orb. And he will go down. Overtime has indeed been secured. And it's finally started to find some great solutions here. A quick trade inner will create problems for MIBR. It's certainly a more favorable scenario for the T side, that is for certain, when you get a 4v4 like this with so much time on the clock. You see, the T side can just kill the clock a little bit and reset the situation. And look at this push. Fallen has a disadvantage here on this angle. And as you can see, yeah, X7 had a better, he had the scope as well, so look at the delay here from ENCE. They have to be so careful that they don't put themselves in a bad position by delaying so much. Really trying to make it look like a B play, keep the players on B, but you can see that MIBR understand that this is a fake at this point, and ENCE are moving fairly slowly. It's still, I mean, they will have 3 players. You're pretty close to the A bomb train at this point. Fer looking to hold on to that. If Fer can keep this position, that's going to cause problems, because then they'll have coverage of both sides of the bomb train. KNG getting closer, emerging from old bomb, goes for the play, quick scope onto Aerial, and now tapping the bomb. Someone has to go out and peek this. But no one's going to peek it. They don't believe. They don't believe. They are non-believers. Oh my god, the timing from Sunny is perfect. And there you go, the clean sweep, 18-15.
What can they find with it now, though?
Just AWPing this position is really interesting.
Yeah.
If he drops down and no scopes Aerial, I will lose it. Oh my god! I can't. That's just Fallen, isn't it? Just in a nutshell.
I'm glad you didn't risk something more, dangerous with that call. You only just risked that you would lose it, which is a very abstract,
And it was a quick scope as well.
Yeah.
So.
Wasn't quite what you
That's just, what on earth do you do against that? That's just,
I don't know.
Oh no, X7's getting caught out here as well. Surely he'll get flanked. There it is, coming out of T main, Fer with a vengeance. And now they got the 4v3. They have 30 seconds to plant the bombs, so that's enough time.
It is indeed enough time unless someone starts dropping some kills, which could be Sunny, already hanging out here on the bomb train, waiting for that very moment so he can strike when he's most needed. But look at these T's swarming from all directions, really starting to put the pressure on Sunny. But Sunny so far has been up to the task. He's continuing to dish out blows left and right to Made in Brazil. It's only now 2 standing, trying to plant this bomb. Mayern has to fake it, wheeling around the bomb train, does find Sergey, but time is so low, and Alu is oh so close to him. As Z comes out the smoke, but Mayern spots it, but can't get the kill. That there is going to be some presence towards long A, which is certainly going to help them make decisions on how they want to rotate and how they want to bundle up together. And you can see so many CTs concentrated over here towards Connector. So far, equal exchanges break out in the bathrooms, but KNG looking to take the advantage, and he does.
And nicely done, the trades go somewhat evenly here, and now it's time to try to get that bomb to a bomb site, but they're cut off from an ability to do so. Taco there. Oh, God, nice shots coming through from him, and also Fallen to finish it off. It was some forward control here towards bathrooms, towards Divider as the push comes through Monster as well. Sunny, nice headshot there onto KNG, but Mayern there, able to follow up. Swaps out for the AK, the smoke back down to keep that position.
Fallen might get lucky here on this peek into short. There is one player right here on the sidewalk, and he flicks up for it, gets it back into a 2v2. This could be absolutely devastating if ENCE let this round go when they were up 5v2.
That's actually a good couple of smokes to create space. Fallen playing around the side here. This is a really good angle, but still, X7. Stunning shot will take Fallen down. Now it's up to Mayern as he begins to walk his way up the short position. And again, ENCE don't know precisely where he can come from. They've got some good positions, but no one's checking for this. Oh no, maybe Alu will have it in the right moment, because I think he actually wasn't looking for the longest time. The lavatory. There we go, Fer will get challenged. Good support from Fallen there, gets the double on the defense here, and ENCE are no better off, it seems, in terms of positioning. But there is a forward position, and that's Fallen with that M4. He's fairly weak, but let's see if he'll go unchecked here. It's an off angle that he's playing. And that's a really good way to have Fallen get a one and done here. Oh, beautiful, turns around. And that is going to be the round over with. Very nice holds, good setup from MIBR there.
Some counter utility will be dished out to try to slow down the aggression. Meanwhile, first has picked off at A. Aerial now finding entry into B. Everything's gone wrong for Made in Brazil. What a swift And beautiful attack from ENCE there. Firing at all cylinders are the Finns in this round. All on Fallen. Not much you can do but save the op, and he might not even get to do that.
Oh my god, he's going to get badly hunted here. They are going to go hard on that connector control and the early B defense here, and they're going to be right to do so because in comes that huge B play. Taco swapping out the weapon there. Beautiful work from him. He's absolutely crushed the push. There's no entry at all through Monster. Smart stuff from Ali. Oh, so close there. He has no idea how close he was to a kill. Maybe he does. Yeah. And once Ali gets a little bit further forward, they can come up to the connected position and move forwards. But Taco, in the meantime, he's not letting them sit on this control, and the trades come through. But it's not going to favor MIBR at all here. They're 2 versus 3.
Seems to be where the T's are gathering up, so he has a chance to maybe make a huge play. And there is the first kill, but can he continue? He's staying alive for quite a bit, but again, just not able to find that multi-kill he needed. And it seems like this one might be over with.
Maybe. Fallen is moving forwards with the M4. Not with the AWP. Ali's on the AWP. Ali's been annihilated by Fallen there. That's a beautiful burst. That's the only way you can maybe try to win this one. And he finds Sunny. Sunny had no idea.
Like heavier connector and short B play, and only that one guy A, Alu, with the AWP solo. Fallen here at connector. Misses that incendiary just a little bit, but it still does stop the push coming up into middle. And Mayern has found that kill onto Alu with that aggressive positioning over on the A side of the map. They take over playground as well. B is a bit vulnerable, though, as the take is going to come this direction. Taco, though, doing a lot of damage, gets a kill as well.
7 there. Feels like he has lots to do, especially now that KNG is threatening the flank. They've got to feel like every position is being destabilized right now, but that's a great headshot from Sergey. Dealing with the flanking player. Out he goes for another, but it's all up to X7 now. 1 versus 3. AK in hand as they start to bear down on his position. He knocks down one. He's got the second. There's just one more to go. It's Fallen with the AWP. He's pressuring the bomb. And X7, he's done it! It's really cool as well that it's like the turning points of these clutches. This big clutch is Fallen, and then X7 is... It's great to see, and oh man, getting some deagle kills here. The one rifle from Fallen is going to find some value towards short B, it seems, and there you go, Taco with that deagle again, and suddenly there's only 2 players left.
And Sunny seems like he realizes what might be there, but he focuses on sight instead. It's an even trade. KNG trying to lock things down, but Alu says nay, finds the bomb, and has a chance to win the 1 versus 1. He will get this plant. He plants for Bank, and while he has low health, he's going to be able to get some good post-plant positioning.
I would love for him to go from Dice. Oh no! He gets spotted on the cross through the gap in the smoke. Ooh, the shadow. There's the flashbang. You don't often see the boost setups too commonly, but this time they'll run it, and this time it'll work. Will they run it again? Hard to say, but... Here it is. There's the bait. Fallen's making a lot of noise, and there's Fur. His position revealed. He gets 2, and then in the distraction, Fallen plays off of that to pick up a frag of his own. That setup has worked out way too well. Ali with a nice, precise headshot, but there is still much more to be done. He has no time at all. Has to fall back.
Will aerial backstab? Will he just flank late to try to cut off the retake? There's so many options.
Really killing the clock here. They've got that lurk set up outside long. The presence stepping is heard by Fur. He'll peek, and he doesn't win the fight. KNG with a quick trade. That means everything. And man goes close to the smoke. They're going to have to go through this. He knows that he's going to get the spray out. Gets himself a double headshot. Taco there for support. Will shut it all down. And there's nothing left on that B-bomb site. And that's a 9-6 finish for MIBR. And MIBR, they're looking pretty damn good at the end of that first half, Dust.
Absolutely. A great, strong finish from Made in Brazil to give them a pretty nice lead coming into the pistol here the second half. They waste no time plowing into B, but they're meeting some really stiff resistance from Sunny and Aerial. Sunny with 3, in fact.
I'm just dancing around. Yeah. Delaying the inevitable pass. And indeed, Genji will go down.
But we'll see if interrupts the task. Sergey has some nice positioning here up close, but he might get caught on the fade back. All comes down to timing, and yes, indeed, he's taking a lot of damage, but he's able to get away into connector at the very least, and Alu has his back. But unfortunately not for long, as KNG's Deagle will break out, but somehow Sergey survives. And he's still going. What is happening? How is Sergey still in this fight? Finally, Taco deals with him, but at such a huge cost.
Yeah, he got a dink onto Taco as well. Fur, he has an MP5. And he's going to nail the tagged player. So 3v2 towards that A bomb site now. They're going to close in on Aerial. He's been pretty phenomenal this series. He's got a lot to do with here. And that smoke is actually going to isolate a 1v1 for Aerial. He's loving that. He will eventually go down to the scouts. And now Sunny on the flank. They don't know where he is. But now this, well, they found out now. So what can they do about it? Sunny. Is he going to take the long way around? That actually probably won't work out too well for him. There is a two-man long setup ready, but if he can catch him on the surprise, he can't. Very clever from Fallen. He's checking for that. Now Sunny has to force the issue at the front of the bomb site. This is going to be desperate now.
Not much you could really hope for at this point. If you're Sunny, awkward is the best word to come up with on that situation. And it is going to be Made in Brazil hitting double digits pretty soon.
Oh man, it feels bad, man. He gets dinged, and then I think he just walked into the first bullet of another full bang attempt. Taco, though, with the flashbang, that's worked out really well. Explosive effort, changing up the pace to great effect, to great impact. And they've got the bomb down. They've got a 3v2 after plant. ENCE are out of position. The flank is coming from Alu. But how much is it going to do?
Nothing, I would imagine now, as he's all alone, and they have all their bases covered here in this post-lane Made in Brazil. You almost wonder if Alu just back off, but no, he tries to take a fight that he cannot win. KNG with the SG.
Hold of that Suez position. They don't have any connector presence, so it does indicate to me that they're going to commit towards this B-bomb site. Look at that, X7. He has a lineup or two. He's practiced that one, that's for sure. He's going to get himself a freebie. And that also tells him that they are taking this position quickly, which is a tell towards this B take. And they're going to go straight in. Oh my god, he has no respect at all. Straight in there, looking for those frags. And Mayan's going to finish things off. It's still, though, they don't have full control of the site. They're going to get the bomb down, but they're losing players. Mayan, surely he can't get off the plant. And he won't. To Fallen now. Reset the situation. There's the first frag. He's got almost no HP left, and he can't finish the job. Great flashbangs, really doing their work, but blinding the teaser as well. They can't quite get the engagement, and there's a defensive smoke getting laid down by the CTs. And now 3v3, Sunny. He's got a lot of work on his hands here. He's got to do something. He needs to get a kill, hold on to the water position as well. It's a fine line to walk, but Sunny is the man to do it. As he looks to edge his way forward, looking for that first kill, trying to take things as safely as possible. As he holds his position, letting his teammates work around him, but there is at least a trade set up by Alu as he pulls that nade out. And now it's up to Fur with the deagle in hand. As ENCE try to swing through, they want to coordinate this one. They want to make it so Fur cannot isolate one of them, and that's exactly what will happen. Sergey will take him out.
Here towards mid and bathrooms, and Alu gets caught there. A great timing peek by KNG with a nice flash for support.
Will be laid down back onto the monster tunnel. Here for the CTs, and there they go. The swing is pretty good actually from MIBR around the pillar. X7 to jump straight through the smoke and back in again as he tries to escape, but there is no escape. It's up to Sergey. 8 seconds left. They're going to stop the plant here, and he will be eliminated. Sergey goes down in the round for MIBR. Match point for MIBR. ENCE staring down the barrel of
pure brute force gets them into series point. Alu takes his op towards Monster. It's a new look, but he misses a big opportunity. No harm, no foul, he gets away, but that could have gave his team an advantage, and now it allows Made in Brazil to spill out, and they're straining their way into B. ENCE is holding on for dear life, though, and they're getting the kills they need. It's all on Fur. He's found one, but it's the 1v1 against Sunny. It's all going to come down to this, and Fur, he's done it.